you guys doing? I'm Kent Tilley with K4, and I just wanted to wish everyone a happy new year at K4, and just personally, I'm excited about 2022, but also pretty nervous about 2022. Every year these days just seems to be so intense. But I've got some fun news that I thought I'd share with you is that we've decided to just rebrand a little bit, and all that really means is that we've decided to change the logo that I had started this company with. Nothing to do with a name change. I'll never change the name. If you don't know why I named it K4, it was because I have 3 siblings, and every single one of us, our names start with K, so there's 4 Ks in my family. I thought it was just a nice little tribute to my family. If the company ever grew, then I thought it would be kind of exciting to maybe bring them on. That will likely never happen. They won't join K4. But anyway, when I hired Chad, I was always asking him, what are thoughts about business growth and ideas? And one thing he mentioned to me was, what would I think about potentially changing the logo? And I said, I've thought about it before, just never been top of mind. But we discussed it a little bit, and we came up with something that we both really like, and I hope you guys like it too. And it actually means something. The first logo I got was just me trying to find somebody that could design a logo with a K and a 4 in it, somehow incorporate them together. I will always love my old logo for sure, but we're excited about sort of phase 2 of the business and this new logo moving forward. And what it symbolizes is the 3 main stages of financial planning that I believe and we believe there are, which is the accumulation phase, which that's starting people kind of in my age, hopefully younger than my age, starting just getting on track, starting to climb that hill. The earlier that you do that, the better. And then you get to sort of the peak. And the peak moment, obviously, is retirement. That's when you want to get. So there's like a break point, which is basically, we'll call it plus or minus 5 years based on when you retire. So if you retire at 65, we'd consider this basically 60 to 70 years old, because a lot of huge decisions happen in this time frame, and there's a lot of moving parts at this point in time. So if you could start in your 30s and just start slowly climbing, you have a good financial plan where you're putting money into your RSP, your TFSA, you have your investment strategy set up, you have life insurance set up, you're paying off your debt, you're starting to pay down your mortgage, you're setting your kids up to go to school. Once that's set, you're kind of just sort of checking in every year, making sure that you're still making a good path towards the top of the hill, which is your end goal. And then about 5 years before retirement is when you really kind of want to get serious about this. You start looking at, what are your actual goals? What are your spending needs going to be in retirement? What's your life going to be like in retirement? Do you have enough money to retire? Are you going to be okay with retirement? From an emotional standpoint, I don't think I would really hate it if I had so much money that I didn't need to work. But some people really love that thing that they want to get out and go to work. So maybe you don't need to. And at this point in time, you need to start really paying attention to when to take CPP and OAS, potentially GIS. You might have a pension option coming into play. How is that going to incorporate into your financial plan? Which benefit option of the pension should you take? Should you continue your actual health benefits, or do you need to get personal ones, or can you afford to just fund it personally? Where are you going to live? When should you convert your RSP to a RIF? There's so many things that happen in this stretch. And once that is set, it actually becomes pretty easy again once you get into the decumulation phase, which basically is just, are you maintaining the investment returns that you need to get in order to support your lifestyle? What's your spending like? Is your estate plan really set up, which you should do along all courses? So in the accumulation stage, you need to set up a will just to make sure your kids are taken care of. You probably want to really structure your estate plan during that retirement phase. Say, make sure everything is totally organized. And then in decumulation, you're making sure to pick a proper power of attorney, personal directive, things like that to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. And this part is generally pretty easy, but it can become complicated with health issues or being taken advantage of by, people that are taking advantage of people in old folks' homes or whatever. So those are the 3 phases. And one thing about me, obviously, if you know anything about me, I absolutely love the mountains. So I thought that was a good sort of symbol for K4. Also, there's sort of like a K2 reference, which some people think I named it K4 after like the mountain K2, but that's fair if that comes into play. So I'm just really excited that we've got this new logo. It doesn't change anything about, my business and what we're hoping to achieve, which is to just educate Canadians and give the best financial planning advice we can to our clients. That's the bottom line, is all that I'm trying to do and that we're trying to do. And this year, I really want to be able to focus a lot on the education and the growth of the business. And so that's what is in store for 2022. Just to want to point out, and I've thought about doing a video about this before, is that I did not change the name to K4 Wealth Management for a reason. I didn't name it that in the beginning for a reason, is because I think the term wealth management has lost any real luster. It doesn't mean anything anymore, because back in the day when you were working with a wealth manager, in my opinion, now you're starting to talk to somebody that's got probably $2 million in excess of assets that are investable outside of their primary residence. So they've got a net worth of their primary residence plus about $2 million. That's someone that I would start to consider on the wealthy level. In my opinion, I didn't start this business so that I could only deal with wealthy people. They're well enough served in this country by a whole bunch of people that want to go out there and sell them a bill of goods. Personally, I'm excited to work with anyone. We will never turn somebody down because they don't have enough money to work with us. We'll find a way, as long as you're wanting to work with us and sort of listening and we're on the same page. So that's always been one of the motivations of K4, is we never want to exclude anyone because they don't have enough, because at the end of the day, hopefully 30 years from now, you're still a client of K4, and now you do have a good amount of money and we've helped you achieve your goals. So I just wanted to say that because it does mean a lot to me. And then I guess the last thing that I'll say is, the only thing that really sucks about changing the logo is that I have like boxes and boxes of these business cards that are actually pretty nice, but I've never really given any of them out to anyone because I don't carry them around with me, and I haven't really been allowed to go in public for the last 2 years or whatever. So now basically I just have to throw all these business cards in the garbage, which wasn't a waste of money at all. That's great. That's absolutely fantastic. But I thought, since I'm doing this and the Oilers are just driving me crazy and they just got destroyed by the Rangers tonight and they're just absolutely horrendous right now, that I could probably just say, I guess what? I guess these business cards can go in this Oilers trash bin because I'm very upset with the Oilers right now. And this is going to make me really sad to do, but I'm going to do it. And anyway, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We're going to try and do a lot of videos in the next couple months, and we hope all the best for everyone in 2022. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.